Horizon. Decided to do one more episode for tonight. That way we can get to Ted Pharaoh's tomb, to that mission, and kind of start the end game tomorrow. But yeah, I can listen to podcasts. I'm probably going to finish the game tomorrow, really. Probably tomorrow night, if I were to guess.
Wendy? Yeah.
Because again, if we finish season of the past here, Ted Pharaoh, that should probably take like 2 episodes.
I'm surprised they didn't make them get 2 different
we got
things.
Gemini, that'll probably take like 2 episodes as well. Like we'll probably get, we'll probably, like tomorrow morning, I think we'll probably get through Gemini, and then Wings of the Ten and the final mission. Like, isn't that long? Fuck me.
Fair.
So
maybe they were like, you know what, let's just double down on how
we could definitely finish the game tomorrow. If not, we'll definitely finish the game.
And now no one else can get spicy chicken for the rest of the season.
Oh, man.
Okay. Wendy said, we have other things on our menu, please.
Video from Jillian, Marty's favorite player of all time. Is this canon, Taryn, that is, you know, they make him say that?
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, it's his favorite player is that
1,
Kevin.
2.
Commencing adamantine wreath vulnerability test scenario 12C15.
Okay, that's where we need to go.
Magnetic field engaged. Initiating biomass conversion process.
What? No. How do I shut this thing off?
Failsafe exceeded. Test cannot be aborted.
What is this? That's how the world ended.
Test complete. Adamantine wreath structural integrity uncompromised.
What did we just see?
Alva. Let's meet below. I'm gonna share a file with you, okay?
Test log, I think it's Tuesday the 2nd? Who cares? I'll say this for the end of the world. It's jam-packed with irony. We developed biomass conversion here. Infinite food for infinite machines. And now we're racing against time to find something to give them indigestion. Well, it works. War machines won't be able to eat the wreaths. But can we deploy them in time? God, I hope so.
I don't understand.
Your ancestors? They were wiped out. Your legacy didn't tell you that?
The time of ashes. But most of the data about that is lost or forbidden.
Well, they created machines that consumed all life. You just saw how. It's a miracle anything survived.
I don't want to know this. This is not why I'm here. I need the wisdom of my ancestors to help save my people, not forbidden knowledge of their sins. I need to find something that helps, something to bring back. The overseers will punish me. Or even worse, people will die. Do you understand? My family. My sister. I left her when she was 14. Already you could see her bones. They will starve.
Alva. Alva. I get it. I do. It's hard to explain, but you and I are working toward the same goal. And if I succeed, Your people won't need any data. Things will just... they will get better.
But even if I believe you, my people won't. I need to bring something back.
Okay. Then we'll go to Test Station Ivy. And if I can find a way to kill those vines, then I will have access to the data core. What I need is in there. I'm pretty sure that if I take it, it will unblock access to all the data that this place has. And that will give you something to bring home.
I'm not sure I understand. But every secret makes its own maze. A diviner must persevere. Go on. I'll follow.
We need to keep moving. Test Station Ivy can't be far off.
Okay. Where's it? There's...
And Robert Martin.
Kevin Martin. Yes, get out of here. Is anybody's favorite player Jillian?
I mean, maybe somebody.
Not in the house, though.
I feel like it's hard though because I think that to have Jillian as your favorite player, you're probably going to be more of a casual fan, and do the casual fans remember season 1? Like that's a struggle.
I've been in these BB streets since Big Brother Canada 1. The casuals were excited. They wanted Gary to win.
Yeah. Only like a deeply entrenched super fan on the show would be like, Jillian's my favorite. Like, I go
like,
against the curve.
Yeah, like a hipster that's
Exactly.
like, well, actually, Jillian was the best Big Brother winner.
Yeah.
She did it first, and people think that, no. She was not excited.
Yeah, I'm sorry to Jillian, and I'm new to these BB streets, and I thought that was Kevin's wife. I was like, oh, Kevin's wife.
Okay. Let's find a way to get into the proving ground. That complex should be Test Station Ivy.
Oh, let's hope it holds the answers. It's so still.
Yeah.
Whoa!
It's one of those machines!
It can turn invisible?
Droid away. Okay. I'm taking notes. I thought Ray have double the amount of notes for this mission than I do for the previous one.
We're gonna
The
have to
other
take it
thing
out to
too,
get
and
into
it's like, Jillian's giving you great advice. If you see the drama, you need to walk away from it. Avoid it at all costs. Not bad advice. I don't know that she followed that advice so well in season 1. But also just like, go on, give us nothing.
Yeah, okay. Alright, well, I am excited that we might get to see other alumni giving out the Wendy's.
And it's by video, so I feel like that really opens the options of who all could be on. Do you think we'll just get like all the winners going through?
I wonder if we'll
be,
get, maybe, is there anybody that we don't want to hear from? I don't know, but maybe it might be, somebody from each season each time.
I think we're fine with winners.
Yeah, I mean, I guess who do they get from season 8 is the question.
They don't. They pretend it doesn't exist.
I relate to that. I relate to Big Brother Canada season 8 in that way.
Okay. All right. So we get some French talk. Okay. What should we do? What are we gonna do about the targets? Marty is thinking maybe it's Jay. Yep.
Yeah.
Amazing.
What was the reason? Put the Cardi B beam up because
We
I
should be able
didn't
to get
know.
into Test Station
Makes
Ivy.
no sense. I don't know why
So-
I'm so into Jay, but I am.
So I believe it's hard to know because
There used to be some
obviously
data here on
beats
the
came up
M19
for
read
Marty's HOH win. And
This console's still
pretty much
operational.
immediately he said, I want to target Jay. And we didn't exactly know what.
We're done in every way. The reeds work, and Cobble came through on a way to destroy them. Downloading a coded key into the deployment shell triggers an enzyme that causes the reeds to eat themselves from within. But it's too late. The latest projections from U.S. Robot Command have swarm reproduction outpacing our ability to drop the shells by 375%. Not even close. I guess we deserve this. I deserve it for what I made here. This will be my last log before evacuation.
So all their efforts were in vain. They ran out of time.
At least we have the software module they created. It should get rid of the vines produced by the metal flowers. I need a workbench to load the module into my spear.
There's one back at our camp. The map showed a path leading back there past the next room.
Again, taking notes. Alright.
Know why. In their conversation, Marty alluded to having approached Jay to work together at some point, which is why Jay felt so good with Marty, because they were like, oh, Marty has wanted to work with me in the past. Obviously, he's not going to nominate me. But from Marty's perspective, like, he approached Jay, and then Jay never came back to him. And he was like, so clearly Jay doesn't want to work with me, and felt like, similar with thing with Stephanie, where it's like, well, okay, he's coming. They're coming for me. They're coming for my head.
Well, yeah, and I think that this is something that's happening with a lot of the players in the house, is that they are not doing the regular check-ins and actually putting in the work to build something with a strong foundation. Maybe because it, like, in their mind, it's like hedging your bets against, like, getting in with who's going to have power, but ultimately it doesn't really benefit anyone, and I think that that's probably why Jay and Marty have not had as many conversations as Marty would have liked once Marty had power.
No, as Jay said, they came here to make friends and cook. Like, they said on the feed as well, like, they thought they were doing well because their social game was great and they were making friends and they were getting along with everyone. And that's true, but they weren't talking game. And that's an issue in a game where people talk game. Because if you don't talk game, then people are going to be like, who else are you talking game to that's not me?
Let's hope this module works.
Okay.
Power's blooming.
Marty tells Jay that,
Let's see
look,
if
you
the
could,
self-interest-
I'll put you on the block, and then you can win the veto, and you take yourself off, and then you can put me on.
Door's clear now. Time to bring Demeter home. Demeter, it's time to go home.
Okay.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Demeter subordinate function to original code.
What did you do? I've never seen my focus glitch like that.
I found a special type of data. It's something you can't read. But they kept a tight grip on the data core. But now you should have access to the central server. All of it. Should give you something to bring home.
You were right. Hundreds of archives. Almost all of it relating to agriculture. It would take us years to get through all of this. But we don't have that kind of time. What you said before about... Alva! Hold your fire! By the word of the ancestors, you must stop. Mom, look at who you fired on.
That barbarian killed our soldiers!
Only those who fired blindly. She is no barbarian. She gave me the data we need. Come, look at her. Can't you see? Elizabeth Sobek stands before you. An ancestor reborn.
Diviner. We should bring the ancestor back.
It is we who follow their word, Commander, not the other way around. My apologies, Dr. Sobek. Our people's faith is strong, but there are those who are not as familiar with the legacy as they should be.
You heard the diviner. The data has been found. You two, with me. The rest of you, meet us back at the beach for return to landfall.
I can't talk long. They will have many questions.
So do I. Your people know a lot about the past. And about Sobek, I guess, but they're...
Please, I must know. What you said before about working towards the same goal, how long will it take?
I don't know. A few months?
Then you are my family's best hope. Let nothing get in your way. You have opened my eyes to many things, and for that, I thank you. But now you must go.
Will I see you again?
Soon we return to Legacy's landfall. It might be dangerous for you to go there.
Tell me how to reach it, just in case.
It is far west, by the ruins near the Broken Bridge.
San Francisco?
Yes, you are well versed in the Legacy. We made landfall on the northeast edge of the sunken city. The currents around the archipelago are vicious, and the only approach is from the south. And it is guarded. Only attempt to go there if you must.
Diviner! What's the delay?
Please, go. If you attempt to stay here any longer, they may want to take you with us, and that won't go well for anyone.
I better do as Alva says. I need to get Demeter back to Gaia anyway. But I might want to explore the area before I make the trek back to base. And now I can use the vine cutter on those other metal flowers I found earlier.
Be on the block next week.
He was very proud of this moment, Rob.
Yeah, what?
He was like, "Oh, you should have seen it when he said that he was gonna come after me if he stayed." I looked at the cameras and I went, "That's Big Brother. That's what we're here for."
I am here to play Big Brother.
Yeah. It's like that's gonna be on the episode.
Facts.
Then it was. Well, I mean, they had to put something that at least lightly made sense of a Marty J conflict to be in the episode. Like, what else were they gonna put? It had to be that one. Now, Taryn, what's that, Marty? I feel like the Marty impressions are really. We need to go to boot camp, I think.
I accidentally slipped into like almost trying to do a French accent, which I then.
With the acquisition of Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter, my heuristic processing density has expanded greatly. I should now be able to absorb Hephaestus, and fortunately, we have made progress on a plan to capture it. With Varl's encouragement, Beta analyzed all available information on Hephaestus. Its expansion has been rampant. It is too large to be beamcast, and the kernel you've been using could never hold it. Therefore, it must be contained in a location with a direct physical connection to me. A place with 2 data cores.
2 cores. Where would we find a place like that?
Gemini.
An abandoned cauldron in the desert west of here. Seismic activity disrupted the original construction. 2 data cores were built as a result.
I've been there. The Tenakth marked the entrance as some kind of ritual ground. We'll have to bring you there by hand.
I have devised a blueprint for a suitable, albeit unwieldy, transport rig. It will require 2 people to carry it to Gemini.
I can help.
Once I am installed on the first core, I will call down Hephaestus on the other, trapping it. I will then initiate the merge. However, in order to construct the rig, I will need considerable help.
Can you build it? I suppose I could, but it's not gonna work. The Zeniths will find you. Minerva won't be able to conceal your location.
That is correct. Absorbing Hephaestus will create a significant power surge, easily detected by anyone capable of noticing.
But what if there were multiple power surges? To fake out the Zeniths? If Erend, Zoe, and Katalo spread out to the other cauldrons and create their own surges, would those conceal the one at Gemini?
Analyzing. Such a tactic might be effective. With Beta's help, we should be able to build a set of handheld pulse generators.
I told you it's not gonna work. I did a test. Hephaestus has written Alpha clearance out of its access module. You'll never be able to capture it. Then we need a higher level of clearance. There is no higher... Ted Pharaoh's mega clearance. The one he used to purge the Apollo database and kill the Alphas. But to get it, you would have to find Thebes. The private bunker he retreated to when the world ended, and nobody knows where that is, not even the Zeniths. Their only intel was that it was somewhere in San Francisco. That might be all I need. Alva, the Quen diviner I met, said her people had set up a base at Landfall. They were searching for data in San Francisco from there. She might be able to help. So I guess I'm headed all the way west. While I'm gone, will you be able to build the rig and the pulse generators? I'll try.
I'll make sure she has what she needs.
Alva said the Quen have a ferry on the coast that they use to get to the ruins of San Francisco. That's where I need to go.
So we'll head over there, and then we'll probably call an episode.
I have managed to unlock an additional room near the servers.
And that'll also probably be
Understood.
episode. But
And I was like, no, I don't want to do that, but like I kept going to it because like usually when I like it's I'm trying to like speak as Marty in this. I'm like I'm not gonna try to do it because it's not gonna work.
Yeah,
So,
that
yeah.
it really will come off if you try to do like the it's like, oh, that's not accurate. It's just offensive.
Oh my god, it's like the chef from Little Mermaid.
Yeah, exactly. How were you so fast on that?
This is not edited. I just want people to know he really like went to.
How is it so
Okay.
He's a grown up. That's why.
a professional?
Professionals. All right. So we talked about this showman stuff. We don't need to go back to talking.
Wait, you don't want to really dive into it? Rob, do you want me to talk to Taryn and Sasha about the showmances, and then I'll get back to you with my findings? Like, would that be
Okay.
better for you?
But if it's not about Rob, that's okay too. We'll just keep going.
I just thought it was funny when T like fell over.
Mm-hmm.
Was it that shocking?
They're bored.
And I love how T was like, that I knew it. No, you didn't, because we just got the segment saying that you think that they have a sexual connection, so don't lie. Don't you got caught. And it's okay to be like, oh, egg on my face, let's move to the next one. But nah, she was like, I knew it.
Yeah, also it's like, if you knew it, then why did you pump Stephanie's tires and you're Team Stephanie and you're gonna get info
Hashtag Team Stephanie. Yeah.
Yeah, she made her make a whole hashtag and then like do that horrible chest thing. That's embarrassing.
They have not, by the way, like let Steph know.
Even
Like they have not gone to Steph and been like, you should stop.
With friends like these.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of that going on, like with Gino being like, yeah, I tried to JC Lynn when he did not try.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that, because then we spend then a good portion of the episode here on this bit where Marty is going to tell Gino and Moose that the nominations are going to be Jay and Jace. And like, you mean Jess? No. Not Jess.
Not Jess.
Not Jess.
Jay and Jace. And Gino now has to go and tell Jace, uh-oh, you're going on the block.
Yeah, Gino's reaction to this was very funny because on the feeds it felt like, oh, this guy doesn't care at all that this is happening. And on the show, he was like in the diary room like, you know, he's putting up with Jace, I like her, so, and he's like, I gotta, you know, I want to push, but I want to respect, but I don't want to push too much. And so, like, all of this conflict is going on in Gino's head, but to us, he was literally just standing there, like, with no reaction. Just like,
Again, go ahead, girl. Give us nothing, right?
I just love the DR, though, of Gino being like, oh, I wish you would put up Stephanie. Like, they really buried Stephanie tonight.
Like, this was horrible.
And again, they've been burying Stephanie ever since they put her in that pink dress on premiere night. Like,
That's the loofah.
Let's be real here. Like, that was some 2010 prom.
I went to prom in the 2010s. Don't say that. No.
Well, not like for every person, but like I could see someone going to prom.
Oh, that's horrible. Don't do that anymore.
I don't recall seeing a loofah at my prom in 2010.
Yeah. Please.
So, Gino is going to talk to Marty. Hey, maybe you don't need JC Lynn on the block. But Marty says, well, Jay's the target. He's like, all right, then that's fine.
This must be full.
That's fine. Whatever.
Okay.
Because Marty's making a big move.
Yeah.
Big moves only.
Yeah, the biggest move. What a huge move Marty's making.
I don't care enough to be honest. I was gonna actually try to
blood
stop
all
myself.
over his hands.
Brother.
For Big Brother.
Big Brother.
Bless his heart.
Okay.
And Gino has no, like, I don't know what the word is, emotion, because as soon as he told JC Lynn, she's, like, in tears, like, and he's just, like, a statue. Like, the meme would be he has, like, a broom and he's petting her. Like, that's what I felt like he was doing, because she's literally crying. And then she cries again, twice, and he's just like, I tried.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta let her know. I gotta make sure she's okay. Hey, JC, you're gonna go up on the block. She starts crying. He's like, oh, don't do that. Don't cry. Please, we're gonna walk in.
This is just a shit.
Yeah, I feel like, and I can't speak to how Gino is all of the time, obviously, but in this episode, very much giving dead behind the eyes, head empty, no thought vibes is what we're getting from Gino in this episode.
Yeah.
Be scared, Marty might think you're plotting against him then.
I mean, Gino is in perhaps the best spot in the house, and his social game consists of him going, yeah.
Well, I think that people, like when you interact with someone who is very quiet, I think a lot of the time people just then place their own thoughts and feelings onto that person, and so he, by simply giving nothing, stumbles backwards into being exactly. People are like, oh yeah, still waters run deep. Not every time. They do not always run deep. I really don't think there's.
Listen, we know men fail up, and this is what's happening. Because he's like, to me, I'm like, he's flopping. This girl, like, allegedly, you like her, she wants to be in a showmance with you, and you're crying in front of him, and he's just like, he's not even like being like, there, it's okay, not even a hug. And then all of a sudden she's like, no, we're together forever, we're bonded for life. How?
Yeah,
And he's like, okay, yeah, sure. And now it's like, okay, cool. And JC Lynn said that's probably a final 2 line. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but so she takes this as, hey, I don't need a man to do everything for me. I'm gonna go talk to Marty. Who tells her, yeah, you're definitely in consideration to be nominated.
Yeah, you're going up.
That's a big
for
brother.
sure.
Oh, that's
For sure. Yeah. Okay. All right. We see one more conversation. Marty talks to Jay, and Marty is like, "Hey, like I gotta put you up here because if I shoot and I miss, then I could be getting a lot of blood on my hands. But I gotta do it."
Did anybody understand what Jay was saying about with the circle?
So I think that it's like a lot of times when you talk about like the in like Poli-Sci 101, they talk to you about the political spectrum, right? So you've got like communism on one side, fascism on the other. And then when you take like Poli-Sci 103, they're like, oh, but actually, it's like a horseshoe. And communism and fascism are actually really close to each other.
Yeah, I think a horseshoe, more than a circle. It's not a circle, I don't think.
But it like the way they draw it is more like a circle, but there's just like a little gap. And so he's like, we were both so different, so we could have been right here. But now you have messed us up, and they are like, now we are traveling the other way, and we are gonna clash in the middle. So then you're actually gonna agree even more. Anyway, never mind. It's not a good analogy, but that is what I understood them. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then they doubled down in the nomination ceremony. You're like, nope, I'm actually gonna go this way.
That I did not understand.
That was a reference to the you could have taken the shortest path, but we've gone all the way around.
Shit. That's kind of annoying.
You can't mess with them.
Yeah.
Okay?
I
like it. They will walk in a circle wearing alien pasties, okay?
We're not there yet.
It's giving iconic. But no, I actually like this because, again, I'm not saying Jay is a good player. Especially in this moment.
We're done.
But I appreciate that Jay was like, nah,